Good morning students. Hello friends. Welcome to Ashoka Online Academy. In the Ashoka Online Academy, we started the daily current affairs program. So we are getting a very good response from the students. So we are continuing with the classes of daily current affairs program. So all the students, please subscribe to the Ashoka Online Academy channel and utilize this opportunity. Whatever the daily current affairs you are getting, they will be useful for you in all the competitive exams at national level and state level. Understand that very clearly. So thank you for your support. Let us start the today's current affairs, that is the 4th and 5th September current affairs from the national newspapers, The Hindu and also the Enadu newspaper, and also official Government of India website pressinformationbureau.com. So let us start with the today's current affairs. So today we will discuss I will give you an overview what we discussed today. First we will try to discuss about the National Green Tribunal, which is in news. So what is this National Green Tribunal? It is the Green Court of India. So recently it is in news. Why? Because the Environment Ministry has given explanation in the Supreme Court saying that National Green Tribunal is crossing its powers and it has limited powers in some issues. So for that thing, the National Green Tribunal is in news. Let us understand that today. Then after that we will try to understand the India-Singapore Naval Exercise SIMBEX 2021, which is just organized on 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th September. SIMBEX Naval Exercise, India and Singapore, started in 1994. Apart from that, we also see the other naval exercise of Indian Navy with other countries and their code names. Okay, and we also see the New Development Bank, okay, related current affairs. Why it is in news? 3 new countries added to it. Okay, then we will try to discuss about the International Fund for Agriculture and Development, the fund created by United Nations for supporting the agriculture and ensuring food security at the global level. Then finally we will discuss about the important topic, or one of the important topic, that is the Indian economy related topic, the Financial Stability and Development Council headed by the Finance Minister, and what are its functions, what are the members and what is the purpose, which committee is behind the formation of Financial Stability Development Council. So all these topics we will discuss. Try to follow till the end and you will understand the things clearly. So let us start the today's current affairs topic. The first topic is the National Green Tribunal. This topic comes under the Indian polity. Let us discuss this very clearly. What is the news? Already I told you, Environment Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change told to the Supreme Court that National Green Tribunal does not have the power to take cognizance of a matter on its own, that is suo motu powers, as it is not there in the statute or the Gazette notification of the National Green Tribunal Act 2010. So understand, this is the news. Supreme Court said that let me review the National Green Tribunal Gazette notification and give the final judgment in this particular case. That is the news, but let us understand the background of the National Green Tribunal, the Green Court of India. Understand this very clearly. Definitely it will be useful for you in various types of exams. National Green Tribunal. So this is the Green Court of India. It is created by the Parliament of India through NGT Act, National Green Tribunal Act 2010. It is a statutory body, or it is a statutory court. It is a statutory Green Court of India. Statutory Green Court of India. Understand this very clearly. Now, what is the purpose of the National Green Tribunal? Very simple. Nowadays, we are seeing different types of environmental issues. Water pollution caused by industry, deforestation caused by industry, mining and destruction of the forest resources and water bodies by the private and public mining enterprises. pollution, air pollution by the industries and vehicles. So different types of environment pollution related issues are there, and people are impacted by that particular environmental issues. The National Green Tribunal is created to solve the environment related cases in India. Understand that very clearly. Okay. Now, why we created a separate court called as National Green Tribunal or Green Court of India? Already we have Supreme Court, High Court, District Courts, all these are there in India, right? We have Supreme Court at the national level, we have High Courts at the states level, we have District Courts at the district levels in India. So this is there, but then why we have separately created a National Green Tribunal? Why? Because there is a reason. The reason is that if you take the integrated judicial system of India, Supreme Court, High Court and District Courts, together in all these courts, greater than 6 crore cases are pending. 6 crore cases are pending in these courts at different levels. Now, if you just go and file the environment related cases, what will happen? The burden of cases or the number of cases will increase, and that is not the solution. Okay, that's why the government of India thought about creating a separate court to solve the environmental related cases. Very simple. That is called as the National Green Tribunal. Then understand the other things here. So this National Green Tribunal, see here, National Green Tribunal is not bound by Code of Civil Procedure Code 1988. It is not bound by Code of Civil Procedure Code 1908 created by the British administration. So what is this Code of Civil Procedure Code? Very simple. This code contains information that if a person commits so and so, what you call the mistake or wrong, he should be given this punishment, like that. Okay, if a person, for example, industry polluting the water resources, the industry should be fined with 3,000 rupees and okay, 1 month imprisonment. So it is very less. So understand that very clearly. It is not bound by the Code of Civil Procedure. Then how the cases will be solved, how the judges will give the judgment? They will follow the principles of natural justice. They will follow the principles of natural justice. Ante Sahaja Nyaya Sutralu, principles of natural justice. What do you mean by principles of natural justice? See here, the judge will give the judgment based on the principles of natural justice. What do you mean by that? Understand like this. For example, the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 says that if an industry is polluting the water resources, the industry should be fined 3,000 rupees and 1 month imprisonment to the owner. Now understand, there is one industry, it created water pollution, and by drinking that water, imagine that 10 people died. Now, do you think that this industry owner should be punished with just 3,000 rupees and give imprisonment for 1 month only? Why? Because 10 people died. Do you think it is the right thing? Do you think it is how the justice is delivered? No. So that's why the court will follow the principles of natural justice. It means the court will look into the issue in depth and it will understand the issue from humane point of view, and it will understand that since the industry has polluted the water resources and 10 people were died by drinking the water resources polluted by industry, the industry should get more fine, it should be imposed more fine, and the families of these people who died, they should be given enough compensation, okay, not the 3,000 rupees mentioned in the what you call this particular Code of Civil Procedure. That means the court, when deciding the environment cases, it will keep the Code of Civil Procedure, it will keep the Code of Civil Procedure rule book aside, and it will look into the principles of natural justice, understand the case from in-depth, understand the case from humane point of view, and then it will give the judgment or justice, so that the justice is delivered in a fair manner to the people who are impacted by the environmental issues. So that is the meaning of principles of natural justice. Understand that very clearly. Now, what are the other things? NGT provides speedy environmental justice and helps reduce the burden of litigation in the higher court. What do you mean by speedy environmental justice? Very simple. Any case, environment related case filed in the NGT. So what will happen? The NGT will solve the case within 6 months only. More than 6 months, it will not keep the case pending with it. Understand that very clearly. According to the website of NGT, 26,000 environment related cases filed in the NGT and its benches throughout the India. Okay, out of that, more than 25,000 cases were solved within the time period of 6 months. That is speedy environmental justice. Understand that very clearly. Any case with the NGT, you can just go and file it and it will take into the solve the case within what you call 6 months. Now, New Delhi is the principal bench of the NGT, principal bench of the NGT. Apart from that, we have the NGT benches. Apart from that, we have the NGT benches in Bhopal. Do you remember Bhopal? Bhopal is in Madhya Pradesh, and Bhopal has experienced the gas leakage in December 14, 1984. Understand that very clearly. The Dow chemical factory, okay, in the Bhopal city in 1984 December, it released because of the unscientific management, it released what you called the methyl isocyanide gas, and people died in Bhopal. So there in Bhopal you have a bench of NGT. The principal bench is in New Delhi. Okay, in Bhopal you have one bench. Okay, then also you have a bench in Pune. Okay, then you have a bench in Chennai, then you have a bench of NGT in Kolkata. Understand this very clearly. One principal bench in Delhi and regional benches located in Pune, Bhopal, Kolkata and Chennai. They will ask the question. The question will be like this. The principal seat or the principal bench of the NGT is located in which city in India? New Delhi. What are the regional benches of the NGT? Bhopal, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata. Remember that very clearly. So see here. Next point is the tribunal or the NGT has powers to review its own decisions. That means it has given some judgment and it has the power to review its own judgment. Understand that very clearly. Okay. If this fails, the decision can be challenged before Supreme Court within 90 days. That means, understand here. Understand this very clearly. Now, understand this very clearly. You are living in a village. In your village, there is an industry, and this industry is releasing a lot of pollutants into the water bodies and rivers in your village. You can file a complaint to the NGT. You can file a complaint to the NGT just by writing a letter. So and so industry belong to so and so person is polluting my water resources in my village. Please look into it. Now, case came in front of NGT. NGT will solve this case within how many days? 6 months. Within 6 months. Judgment came like this. It asked the industry to totally close it. Close the industry. That was the judgment given by the NGT. Now what will happen is that industry person or the owner of the industry will have the 90 days time period, and he can go and file a case in the Supreme Court and see that the decision of the NGT is reviewed by the Supreme Court. Ala vallaku kuda option untadi. Okay, understand that very clearly. If Supreme Court says that no, you have to close the industry, then nothing can be done. He has to close the industry. This is how the NGT will work. Understand that very clearly. Okay. Now understand this very clearly. Tribunal jurisdiction or NGT jurisdiction. See here, NGT deals with the civil cases under the 7 laws related to the environment. So what are these 7 laws related to the environment? Water Act, Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. Then Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Cess Act, Water Cess Act 1977. Then Forest Conservation Act 1980, Air Pollution Act 1981, then Environment Protection Act 1986, then Public Liability Insurance Act 1991, and Biological Diversity Act 2002. So all these acts related cases will be dealt by the NGT. Understand that this can be a question, okay? Then, but understand this, there are two acts that are kept out of the purview of NGT, that is Wildlife Protection Act 1972 and Forest Rights Act 2006 have been kept out of NGT jurisdiction. Understand that very clearly. As per the law that is passed by the Parliament of India, NGT does not have the power to deal with the cases under Wildlife Protection Act and also the Forest Rights Act. They are dealt by the High Courts and the Supreme Court in India. So this is about the NGT. The news is very simple. The news is very simple. The news is very simple. That is, what is the news? The news is Environment Ministry told the Supreme Court that NGT does not have the sumo power as per the Gazette notification of 2010 National Green Tribunal Act. That was the news, but you should know about NGT. You should know about NGT in detail. Green Court of India, okay, NGT Act, Statutory Act, not bound by Civil Code Procedure 1908, works on the principles of natural justice. All this you should know. Principal bench in New Delhi, regional benches Bhopal, Pune, Kolkata, Chennai, like that. It will deal or it will complete the case within 6 months. And if you have any problem, if you want to just review the case, you can file the case again in the Supreme Court within 90 days. Understand that? Okay. So this is how it is. It deals with the cases under 7 laws. It deals with the cases under the 7 laws. Understand this very clearly. Okay. This is about the NGT. This is all the background about the NGT. If you take UPSC 3 questions in the last 10 years of CSAT exam. Okay, I have not given the questions here, but they were there. Understand that very clearly. And one more point, important point, under Article 21 of Indian Constitution, okay, that is right to life, the Supreme Court has interpreted the right to clean environment is also part of right to life under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. So the right to clean environment is there in Article 21 as interpreted by Honorable Supreme Court of India. That's why the NGT Act, National Green Tribunal Act 2010 will give effect to this fundamental right, Article 21, that is right to clean environment. Understand this very clearly. Okay. So this is the concept of Green Court is first introduced in the world in the country called as New Zealand. Understand this very clearly. So this is about the National Green Tribunal. Let us understand the next news, that is the topic regional organization. News is New Development Bank. So what is this New Development Bank? Why it is in news? It is in news. Why? Because recently New Development Bank has approved the 3 countries as its new members. So what are the 3 countries? One is UAE, second is what you call Bangladesh, our neighboring country, and UAE means United Arab Emirates. Okay. Then third is Uruguay. So where is Uruguay? In which continent? It is in South America. So these 3 members were added as a new members first time in New Development Bank. So what is this New Development Bank members? BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. These are the existing members of the New Development Bank. Now 3 more members were added to the New Development Bank as members. Understand that very clearly. Okay. Now let us understand about this New Development Bank in detail. Now see here. BRICS grouping is there. Which was formed in the year 2009 with the BRIC, and later on South Africa added in the year 2011. Now see here, BRICS countries, more than 45% of the global population is in BRICS countries, and more than 30% of the global GDP is provided by the BRICS countries. So these BRICS countries, what they have to do? They have to get the loans from either World Bank or the IMF or the IMF, International Monetary Fund. Now, what is the problem when they get the loans from the World Bank and IMF, International Monetary Fund? The problem is that the World Bank and IMF, they keep a lot of conditions, okay, to give the loans to these particular, okay, BRICS countries. Now, that is the problem for this particular BRICS countries. Now, BRICS countries, when they formed, what they decided is like this. They decided that let us have our own bank, okay, let us have a separate bank, okay, which is created by us, and all the members of the United Nations can be part of that bank. They will contribute the money and they will also get the money in the form of loans with less conditions and very less interest rate. That is the idea. So BRICS countries, they have formed a new development bank NDB, new development bank NDB in the year 2015, So what is the idea here? All the BRICS countries, they will contribute the money to the NDB. They will contribute the money to the NDB. And from this NDB, okay, the NDB will give the loans. NDB will give the loans to different countries, developing countries, low income countries. NDB will give the loans. That is the idea here. So understand this. That is, it was created as an alternative to the World Bank and IMF. Understand this fact very clearly. So this is the explanation part. When it comes to the prelims or questions part, the information is like this. The BRICS Bank NDB, the new development bank, is created in the BRICS UFA summit in Russia in 2016. UFA summit. UFA is a city in Russia. Then it was established with the objective of financing the infrastructure and sustainable development projects in BRICS countries and other emerging economies and developing countries. Apart from the BRICS countries, they also give the loans to the other countries, developing and emerging countries. Okay. Now understand this. It is formed in the year 2015. Who are part of it? Only BRICS countries are part of it. Okay. They will contribute the money, but they have decided to allow all members of United Nations could be members of the NDB. That means everybody can be part of the NDB. They can contribute the money and they will get the loans at very low interest rates with less conditions attached to them. So recognizing the importance of NDB, the United Nations has declared it as observer status. It has given the observer status. United Nations gave the observer status to the NDB. Understand that very clearly. As of today, 80 projects, okay, of value $30 billion were approved by the NDB, New Development Bank. Its headquarters is in Shanghai city of China. Shanghai city of China. Okay. So they give the loans to the projects on transportation, water and sanitation, clean energy, digital infrastructure, social infrastructure and urban development. Understand these things very clearly and very minutely. I have given only the required points and I have shown you how it will work. So this is about the what you call the New Development Bank. The news is simple. How you can expect a question? Simply they will ask the question. When did the New Development Bank formed? It was formed in the year 2015. Now, in which summit of BRICS, okay, the New Development Bank was formed? UFA summit of 2015. Or BRICS summit or New Development Bank is created by which of the following organization? It is created by the BRICS. Now they will ask, New Development Bank has observer status of United Nations. When this observer status was given? 2018. What are 3 new members that were added to the New Development Bank? Bangladesh, UAE, Uruguay of South America. So like this questions will come, okay, understand this very clearly. The third topic is international organization, IFAD, International Fund for Agriculture and Development. In the name itself it is there. If you just look at the title, you will understand that there is a fund and that fund is at the international level and that fund is used for agriculture and development at the global level or international level. Understand that very clearly. Okay. Now see here. So if you read the title, you will understand. Okay. See here. Okay. So this International Fund for Agriculture Development is established in the year 1977. But there is a background for this. In 1974, the World Food Conference meeting was conducted by United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization in Rome, Italy. In that conference, World Food Conference meeting, they decided that the world is facing the food insecurity problem. In future, the food crisis will happen on the planet Earth. Okay, it is the time that we need to start the programs and fund the developing countries for ensuring the global food security. So that idea is discussed in the World Food Conference meeting of UNFAO in Rome, Italy. And they decided, let us have a fund, create a fund where we can fund or give the money to the developing countries and other small income countries, so they go for the agriculture activities and food security is ensured at the global level and at that level or in that country level. So that is the idea here. So what is the direct question you will get? International Fund for Agriculture Development was established in the year 1977. Its headquarters is in Rome, Italy. 177 member countries are part of this International Fund for Agriculture and Development. That means who are part of it, they will get the money. Understand that. India is also a member country in the IFAD. Understand that. Then IFAD publishes Rural Development Report every year. This can be a question directly. Who publishes the Rural Development Report every year? It is published by International Fund for Agriculture and Development. Now it is a United Nations specialized agency. The fund is under the United Nations and United Nations recognized the IFAD as a specialized agency. Understand that very clearly. Now the fund, it will provide the loans to the countries for rural development and agriculture development. See here, it will provide the funds to the countries for rural development and agriculture development. That is very, very important. Understand here. In India, we have a NABARD, National Agriculture Bank for Rural Development and Agriculture Development. NABARD is there. NABARD will provide the loans to the various banks so that the farmers will get the loans at low cost and they go for agriculture activities. That is in India. Is there any such a kind of fund or a bank at international level? It is International Fund for Agriculture and Development. It is in news yesterday. Why? Because they have came out with the Rural Development Report. In that report, they said that all over the world, the agriculture productivity is declining because of the rising global atmospheric temperatures or simply the global warming. So the fund, the report, Rural Development Report says that all the countries should work scientifically to increase the agriculture production and productivity at global level so that the food security of the people at global level is ensured. So this is the news, International Fund for Agriculture and Development. You can get a question when it is formed, where its headquarters, Rome, Italy, how many member countries are there, 177, who releases Rural Development Report, India, International Fund for Agriculture Development, and it is a United Nations specialized agency. So this is how you get the prelims or exam questions. So defense exercise. Now understand one more thing. Whatever the class we are seeing every day, in every class I can guarantee that you can frame more than 15 questions every day, prelims questions. More than 15 you can frame on your own. And just imagine 15 questions if you are framing for 30 days, what will be the number? Per month, how many questions it will be? It will be 450 questions. Now, 450 questions per month you are doing and you do it for 12 months. What will be the number? Okay, just calculate on your own. So those many questions you will get in this current affairs class definitely. Okay, so this is how it is. We will keep the current affairs multiple choice questions related sessions also. So understand this very clearly. Defense exercise. Let us understand the defense exercise. SIMBEX means Singapore India Maritime Bilateral Exercise. Singapore India Maritime means naval naval. Bilateral means two countries exercise. SIMBEX is conducted on 2nd to 4th September 2021 in the Indian Ocean waters. So this SIMBEX naval exercise started initially in the year 1994. And every year it is going on without any interruption. During the times of COVID also, first wave 2020, it was organized. Understand that very clearly. SIMBEX naval exercise it between Singapore and India. Understand this very clearly. It started in the year 1994. Every year it will happen between the navies of Singapore and the India. Understand that very clearly. One time it will happen in Indian waters. Other time it will happen in Singapore waters. Understand that very clearly. Okay. It started in 1994. What type of question you will get? Direct question. SIMBEX is an exercise between which of these countries? Okay. India and Singapore, India and Russia, like that they will ask. Or simply they will ask, SIMBEX is a defense exercise between which of these forces? It is a naval exercise, it is an air force exercise, it is a military exercise, or it is the what none of the above or all of the above, or it is a joint military exercise. It is a naval exercise. It is a naval exercise. This is short news in the yesterday newspaper, but let us understand what are the different naval exercises that India will conduct with other countries. That we will try to understand for the prelims point of view. If I read only this news, it is no useful for your examination, and doing useless things, okay, is a waste of time. Simply, I will do only give the content that is required for an exam. Any exam you take in India, okay. So what are the India's naval exercises with other countries? So this is the list. You need to understand this list. These are only naval exercises of India with other countries. Understand that. India will have air force exercise with other countries. India will have military exercise or army exercise with other countries. India has joint, okay, military exercise with other countries. Okay, that also we will see over a period of time. Okay, so see here. Let us understand India's naval exercise with other countries. So see here. Okay. Kakadu. So what is this Kakadu naval exercise? It is between India and Australia. Varuna. It is a naval exercise between India and France. Samudra Shakti. It is a naval exercise between India and Indonesia. Samudra Shakti. No. Nasim al-Bahar. It is a naval exercise between India and Oman. Nasim al-Bahar. India and Oman. Oman is a what you call the Gulf, Persian Gulf country. From Oman, okay, Oman will control what is called as the very crucial water body in the Persian Gulf called as Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz. So what is this Strait of Hormuz? It is controlled by Oman on one side and it is controlled by Iran and other side. This Strait of Hormuz, okay, it connects the Persian Gulf water. It connects the Persian Gulf waters. Understand this very clearly. So whatever the oil we bring from Iran, Iraq, Qatar, Oman, Saudi Arabia, all this oil should pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz. That means to get that oil from the Strait of Hormuz, India should have very friendly relations with the Oman and also the Iran. Already we are maintaining them. So the naval exercise between India and Oman is Nasim al-Bahar. Understand that very clearly. Now what about Indra? Indra is a naval exercise. Indra means India and Russia. Indra Navy is a naval exercise between India and Russia. SIMBEX, India and Singapore Navy, just now we have seen. SLINEX, India and Sri Lanka Navy naval exercise. Konkan, India and United Kingdom naval exercise. That is the British and India naval exercise is Konkan. Then Roar of the Sea. What is this Roar of the Sea exercise? It is a naval exercise between India and Qatar. Understand that very clearly. Qatar is also the Persian Gulf country. Then GIMEX. GIMEX is the naval exercise between India and Japan. So all these are very important. They will ask the question, Roar of the Sea is the naval exercise between India and which of the country? Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Sri Lanka. It is Qatar. Konkan is a naval exercise between India and which of the following country? United Kingdom. Nasim al-Bahar is a naval exercise between India and which of the following country? Option A, Saudi Arabia. Option B, Qatar. Option C, Yemen. Option D, Oman. It is Oman. Samudra Shakti is a naval exercise between India and Indonesia. So this is the naval exercise between India and Indonesia. Other countries have discussed here. Then we will understand the topic on Indian economy, that is the Financial Stability and Development Council. In the name itself it is there. There will be a council. Council means people will be there here in the council, and they will discuss about the financial stability of India, and they will discuss about financial development of India. The name itself it will be there. Understand that very clearly. Okay, Financial Stability Development Council, it is in news. What is the news? 24th meeting of Financial Stability Development Council is chaired by the India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Understand this very clearly. Financial Stability Development Council, when it is formed in the year 2010. Now understand this very clearly. Who established it? Indian Parliament. Did Indian Parliament establish this particular Financial Stability Development Council? No. It is established by an executive order of the Government of India, that is the Ministry of Finance, in 2010. That means it is not a statutory body. Remember this very clearly. Statutory body means the body that is created by an act of Parliament or an act of state legislature. Non-statutory body means it is created by an executive order. Okay, understand that very clearly. Non-statutory body. But the formation of the Financial Stability Development Council is recommended in 2008 by Raghuram Rajan Committee on Financial Sector Reforms. Understand that very clearly. 2008, what is happening at global level before 2008? Before 2008, the global recession happened. Okay, before 2008 global recession happened. Okay, and because of this global recession, okay, throughout this recession started in USA, and it has impacted the entire world economy. It has impacted the entire world economy. It has impacted the Indian economy also. So in this backdrop, the 2008, the Prime Minister of India, Manmohan Singh, who himself is an economist and who worked in the World Bank, has formed the Raghuram Rajan Committee on Financial Sector Reforms in India. This committee has recommended that there should be a council called as Financial Stability and Development Council, headed by Finance Minister and comprising of the members from different financial institutions in India, like RBI head, RBI governor, insurance head, insurance sector head, then stock markets, okay, head. All of these should be part of Financial Sector Development Council, and they should sit and discuss what is happening in the financial sector of India. Are there any problems in financial sector of India? Are we moving towards any crisis? Are the entire financial system of India is strong or weak? Okay, what is happening? Okay, how much of money is coming into India? How much of money is kept in the productive, developmental activities? How much of money is wasted in consumptive activities? How we should improve our revenue sources? How we should decrease our expenditures, unnecessary expenditures? Okay, how we should improve the exports and earn more forex reserves? And how you should stabilize the rupee value in international markets. So all these issues related to Indian financial sector will be discussed in the Financial Stability and Development Council. This is recommended by the Raghuram Rajan Committee on Financial Sector Reforms. Understand this very clearly. Okay. Now let us understand the other things. It is chaired by the Finance Minister. The Financial Sector Development Council, the chairman is the Finance Minister of India, not the Prime Minister. Understand that. Who are the members of this particular Financial Sector Development Council? RBI Governor. Why? Because the RBI Governor knows exactly the status or situations of the banks in India, how the banks are working, how much amount of money is saved by the people in the banks. Okay, are there any corruption activities going on in the banks? Okay, so all this will be information is there with the RBI governor. He will discuss with the finance minister in this council. Then SEBI chairman, SEBI Security and Exchange Board of India chairman. SEBI Security and Exchange Board of India, it deals with the functioning of the stock markets in India. Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, Indian Stock Exchange. So all this stock exchange, that is shares markets, will be discussed by this particular, handled by the SEBI. And SEBI chairman will be part of this meeting, and he will discuss with the finance minister that the problems with the stock markets, how we can improve our stock market, how we can ensure that people are investing in the stock markets. So all this is discussed. Then IRDA chairman, Insurance Regulatory Authority Development chairman, PFRDA, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority chairman. You may think that why this PFRDA chairman is part of it. Why? Because huge amount of money will be there with the Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority. So understand that, okay? So the government will invest this money in other productive sectors also. Understand that. Then secretaries of Ministry of Finance, that is Department of Economic Affairs Secretary, Department of Financial Services Secretary, and Department of Revenue Secretary, and Department of Finance Secretary. So all these secretaries, 4 secretaries will be part of this council. Then now recently Government of India has asked the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology Secretary also. Why? Because we are going towards what is called as e-payments, okay, e-payments. Okay, we are using different types of apps for sending the money. We are transacting through various apps like Google Pay, Phone Pay, okay, Paytm, and other Bharat Pay. Okay, all these are there. We are using the apps for the financial transactions. What is the status of these financial transactions? How much of money is transacted in an electronic manner? All this information will be there with the Secretary of Ministry of Environment and Electronics, IT. He will be part of this. And Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India chairman. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India chairman. So what is this insolvency and bankruptcy? So any company is there, it has created a lot of it has taken a lot of loans from the banks, and it is not able to pay the loans to the bank. In that case, how you should recover the loan amount from that particular company? That is done by the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board. How they will do it? The company is there, it has taken the loans from the banks and it is not repaying. Simply the Insolvency Bankruptcy Board, they will hand over the company, sell the assets of the company, then recover the money and then pay back that particular money to the banks. For that they will take some charges. That is how the Insolvency Bankruptcy Board will work. So these are the members. You can expect a question in the prelims in members of the Financial Sector Development Council and the chairman. What are the functions of Financial Sector Development Council? See here, it maintains the financial stability in India. Okay, it works for the maintaining financial stability in India. That means what are our revenue resources? Okay, how much we are spending, how to increase the revenue resources and how to decrease the spending unnecessary. That is the financial stability. Then it will promote the financial sector development in India. What we can do to promote the financial sector development in India? Okay, you can create new banks, you can give more money to the banks through budget. Okay, you can ensure that people will have more access to the banks, like that. Then monitor the working of Indian economy, how the economy is working, whether people are really saving the money or simply spending the money on unnecessary thing. Is really the money is used for productive economic activities? Okay, how much amount of money is saved by the people in the banks, and how much of that money can be used for the what you call the developmental activities by government? So all this is monitoring the working of Indian economy. Then it assesses the functioning of large financial conglomerates, ante big financial companies or big private sector companies. like Google, okay, or Indian companies like Reliance, okay, the what you call the Tata Enterprises. So these are big financial companies, how they are working, how much of money they are transacting, okay, all this is monitored by this FSDC. Then it will work to promote financial inclusion in India. Last week we have seen the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, so that is part of financial inclusion. It will work to promote financial literacy in India, so that people will go for more savings and that money will be used for development of economy. And ensuring inter-regulatory institutions coordination in India. What do you mean by that? RBI is there, okay, SEBI is there, okay, then Insurance Regulatory Development Authority is there, then Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority is there. So all these are regulatory institutions. All of them should work in a coordinated manner, that is ensuring inter-regulatory institution coordination in India will be done by Financial Sector Development Council. So this is the mains article for the day. So understand this very clearly. So this is how we stop this. We discussed the Financial Stability Development Council, we discussed the SIMBEX and India's naval exercises with other countries, we discussed the International Fund for Agriculture and Development, New Development Bank and the National Green Tribunal. Okay, so these are the today's topics. So kindly watch these videos, subscribe to the channel, share these videos with other students, they will be benefited. Okay, so thank you very much, thank you for your support, thank you for your encouragement. Okay, many people are dissatisfied with the PDF, you are not providing PDF, they are asking. If I provide PDF, definitely you will just download the PDF, save it in your mobile and you will not read the things. Listen to the class for half an hour or 40 minutes. To tell this class, for me it will take more than 3 to 4 hours work. Okay, I have to collect the facts, I have to arrange the facts, then I have to explain to you. I will take 5 hours, 3 to 4 hours to do all these things. So definitely you have to work at least 1 hour or 2 hours, okay, to know these things. Why? Because it will help you in you cracking the examination. Understand that very clearly. Very simple. Regular discipline and focus, hard work. That will ensure you the success in any exam. You take IAS exam, you take constable exam, it doesn't matter. Every exam is important. So to ensure the success, you need to work hard. So like that, be patient. Okay, initially you will take a lot of time to write all these things, but trust me, over a period of time you will improve and fastly you will write the things. When you are reading Hindu newspaper for the first time in your life, it will take 3 to 4 hours. But now, if you just practice for 6 months or 1 year, you just take half an hour to 20 minutes to complete the Hindu newspaper. That means you will become expert in reading that and you will know how to manage that. This is how it is. So thank you for your support and have a nice day, and don't waste the time. Prepare well, study well. Thank you very much.